Skip it. No. Skip. No. Skip. No. That would mean it. I am turning your phone down because I am also about to stream, just like you. I will be up on the bed. I'll be up on the bed.
No, you talk to me. No.
Have fun.
No.
Alright. Oh, crap. Click through the file. Oh, great. I gotta do that. Wow. Please wait, this crust is glowing, so it's a sign of you're non-patient, or you're not so patient. Okay, Chris,
Okay, so I'm gonna start a new file because whatever. Because I want to stream again.
you haven't even finished the COD file. So he doesn't even know.
The file's only regular. Can I not? Oh, that's what I need. That's what I need to do. Oh,
Chris,
no.
we're using a camera to stream this. So it looks so weird on the screen. It looks like flames are going around.
Okay, but should I do classic?
Are you really gonna challenge yourself? You do have divine pulse.
Nope.
Get my touch or something. I'm just gonna switch out one just expired.
Yes.
This is a
What's wrong with you? Yo, come out of nowhere, decided randomly to burn everyone alive.
lot of burning. Now there's a lot more burning. I think I'm getting a sunburn. Okay, I'm about to start my own mission.
Just sit there while everyone's dying.
Put it like that. That sounds really bad.
It's just sitting there
Really bad.
staring at everybody else dying.
Where would you like?
Now you plot a story.
I thought you were no, I'm just out. No, it's not that. What do you want? Oh. Stop. Rat. Whoa.
Tail. Hunt. Something.
Tell me, Nemesis, do you recall the Red Canyon? You died. Died.
I'm right.
Everything that I want.
Dude, I was gonna watch. I'm gonna watch. Door where people start going like talking and look for his
He's calling out.
What else is it? Other than I know it's gonna watch me, but hey, it's always nice to be fun and act like people are watching when they're really not. It's sad, right? You're sad, so I guess it doesn't matter. If you're sad, I see. At least I don't know. What I need is.
My.
Are you
What
hungry?
could have brought you here?
Can you turn the volume? We're not gonna be hungry for a while. Sorry, I was deaf.
I wonder how you got in here. It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed. Now come to me. I wish to have a look. I have not seen the light. I see. Then you must have it.
Do you get to choose your name? This is kitty. Start with the name kitty. Everyone loves a name kitty. Name yourself kitty. What? This bathroom's out here. So unfortunately, yeah. So no, before I lock off. You know what? This is an idiotic stream. Not even be focused on the stream. Oh, what should I name myself? Hey, what else do I be focused on? Oh. I'm going to suggest. Oh, that is not helping. Sorry. So you're open to suggestions? I am open for suggestions. The stream says you should burn in a hole. Never mind. You don't want to do it. Okay, I gotta go. I'm concerned. But I'm murdering someone else after murdering someone. I'm actually very concerned. I'm murdering someone else. I'm still concerned. Wow. The screen doesn't say anything. There's no watching me. There's no watching me. You're watching for us. Well, there might be someone watching me because, yeah. Can you guys hear me? I know you can hear my YouTube channel. I see freaking. Yep. Bad at this. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Okay, name yourself kitty cat. Name yourself Oreo. Oreos are cat. Actually, look, I don't. It's weird. I'm gonna suggest one. Oh my god, name yourself. Oh my god. Name yourself Edo. Oh my god. Do it. Dude. Make your dreams come true. Dude. Dude. What's wrong with you? I made myself exclamation mark. There you go. Yourself exclamation mark. Oh my god.
I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names.
I don't even know what that's supposed to
You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day will you... Well, wonders never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange. It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time to get another nap. It is almost time to...
Oh my god, this is my this is my book. And now it's possible.
Hey, time to wake up. Were you having that dream again? Massive armies clashing on a vast field, right? In any case, just put that out of your mind for now. Battlefield is no place for idle. Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed. Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn.
Just real quick. Just for what? Okay. Alright, so choose something. What? Why? Choose something. Why? Choose it. Come on, do it. Hey. Yes. Good grief! Everyone's already waiting for us outside. Sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed. What's happened? Sorry, I said please.
Wouldn't bother you with the situation another time.
Oh my gosh, it's Dimitri.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your...
I can't, but they looked about the same height as him.
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our cave.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait, the uniform.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there are a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
Okay, I'm gonna go my I'm gonna get my Alright, well, actually, yes. Okay, I'm gonna watch you. You gave up? Can I get some water? Okay. I'm guessing this is probably your cup. It's probably not. I'm kidding. Oh. You guys are nothing. Anyways. This is thermos shot on. Give me water. That isn't even that much big. Oh, compared to us it is, I guess.
Let's take care of those thieves before they overrun the village. Take down the enemies in front first. That should take the wind out of their sails.
How did they... I know that. Okay, but why is this place already on fire? If they have a lot of energy in them, why is the village already burning?
Stay focused.
You have a strange aura about you. You say you're a mercenary, so show me what you can do.
Thank you. We are in your debt. It wouldn't do for us to fall in a place like this. Please, lend us your strength. Let's work together to drive out these thieves.
It's because of you guys that I'm not dead right now. Thanks for that. I didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me.
Can
Oh, Marcus and
I will prevail. Now you know your limits.
start the battle with 50 seconds damage. I'm used to it, okay?
I'll cut through.
Ready and willing.
We'll advance while protecting ourselves from the enemy. Take up position inside the forest.
That won't work. Okay, let's see.
Yes, good. If we're in the forest, we can sustain their attack.
They can't draw better than they can hear us. Can you hear us? I guess just shout. Rep Dimitri, we're sending him to his death. I like seeing him, but not very comfortable. So I don't know if I want to do it. Sorry.
Fine opportunity. It's the combat arts I taught you.
Combat arts? What? Combat arts? We can just get another cut and put them all in. Oh, my fish.
Your defeat was inevitable.
Yep, right. You got this, Claude. We believe in you. No, I really don't. Send the left to I keep your instinct. Alright, look at the top. I knew it!
Is that all?
Rated mature. What's wrong with you? Messed up ball. Freaking hilarious. But how would you pronounce?
Why are
How
there
do you
mercenaries
pronounce
in the village?
run?
Guess we'll have to deal with
Hold on, excuse me. The stream dies. It's not my fault. We could be playing Smash right now, but our Nintendo Switch subscription died. And we need to get a new one, but we don't have a new one because we don't like you guys very much. I'm kidding. Please don't give us your support. We love you. What's wrong with you? You know, I won't hurt. We'll buy a new subscription by like tomorrow or something. No. Yeah, that's right. That one's here. Why are you sending people to their death? Why are you picking commander so I can just kill him? Then kill him! So I can just avoid murder him. Everybody else. Except for me. Everybody he loves. Murder him.
Hey, you with the fight there! Out of my way!
Like, I have one out of my way. Well, I got one part. Quite a fight. Everyone, this is the most historical battle we've ever seen. All these units are moving in on and trying to do like the.
What the? Aren't you Gerald the Blade Breaker? What's a renowned mercenary like you doing here?
Killing you?
I'm the one who should be complaining. I'm caught up in the mess you started.
You started it. Bad person. 4 damage.
Attack when an ally is nearby. The enemy will be intimidated, making them easier to hit.
Okay. And we should go. Sorry, just Chris, stop showing up. It's enough showing up. Hey, battle skills. Let's see. Don't like you.
Never had a chance.
Don't be like that, Dimitri. You know how to be a cool, horrifying being. Hey, can I talk? Why can I not talk? Hey, you don't need to use it. Exclamation mark. You don't need to actually, it would do more damage, but not once. And I used it once. What? No! Oh, I'm not gonna cut it. What? Wow!
You're not setting a very good example.
For what? Cutscene. He's not dead. Watch out, you know something. That's anal. You shattered his life. Why would you do that? You shattered his soul. Oh, he's alive. Never mind. We're good. Okay, I'm alive. We're alive.
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt?
Oh,
It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool.
Oh, that's not the objective?
Oh, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you?
Nope.
Of course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right?
No, please.
You can call me Sophis. But I'm also known as the beginning.
Of what? Begin with it. Fair enough. So basically, like,
Sophis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sophis.
okay.
And I am also called the beginning.
The dot.
Who once called me that?
Your parents. The dot.
I was not able to recall my name until just now.
Oh,
Just
obviously
like
you're
that.
short.
How odd.
How
That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name?
It looks like one.
Louis, that child just saved your life.
You mean
And what does
stole
this
my
mean?
death, right? Stole my death. I must have. Oh, she likes
Correct.
us.
You understand.
Wow, that is
mean.
Chris, I'm just trying to
So
make a
the
reaction
words say just
to
one young girl.
everything she
That was mean.
Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of
I
time
know.
for now. You would have died had I not intervened.
Wow. Thank you. Wow.
There now. His gratitude's so much to ask.
Oh my god, you have no
Worth
idea.
saving him.
Oh my
Though
god.
it is only momentary, time has stopped.
Sure.
However did I miss?
What do you mean? What now? I'm shaking my
When
head.
time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh, and you will surely meet your
I'm
end.
trying
Why would you say that? Wow. That's
How rude
Okay,
of you to drag me into this.
that's even fair. Look, it's that same thing from the starting thing. Ah, same symbol. Yeah, just points.
What to do?
She kind of froze it.
That won't even work. I'm deciding to die. Oh my god.
Oh, I don't want to do it. I'm gonna stay here and wait to die.
As though I could stand idly by and watch that come to pass. Oh, but perhaps.
Wow.
Of course. I must turn back.
Are you trying to get her killed? I had to. The one time you increased her bond was lost immediately.
Yes, I do
I
believe it
wanted-
can be done.
Without that thing.
Feelings are quite troublesome.
Increase
I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time.
Alright.
Now go. Yes. There's the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
It's not she's being sarcastic or not. And I sounds halfway sarcastic, right? But yet not.
The first part
So
sounds
it's
sarcastic.
My fault. Shattered. children call.
Hey, who's here?
Sorry. You could have, like, stabbed him. Yeah, Clyde, don't you have a bow? I was gonna say, you could have just, got you.
Hey, did you just...
Staffel? Oh, no, you.
The Knights of Seros are here.
The Knights of what?
We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students.
What?
Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them.
Okay, thought we were confused. I mean, I definitely didn't steal anything recently.
The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Oh, he's got a passive serious symbol on his cape thing. Wow.
Why him?
We need white hand. There's not either of them thing. That thing? A thing? Thing? Yeah, thing. No, that's a thing. That's a thing. It's like a thing. Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, that thing. And the thing that. And apparently, I can't walk and go now. The game just said. The game just said free MVP.
Captain Gerald. It is you. Goodness, it's been ages. Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man. Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois, just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary, one who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Gary, monastery.
So you see my dad.
Who's this one?
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
Yeah, this is strange. That's correct. Well, trying to picture Bombi, don't you see the main gimmick? The clothing. He's got main content.
Is that so? Well, physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind me of the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you?
No.
What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
They do seem rather skilled, eh? Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
Mom. So rude. We have this voice in our head that tells us what to do now.
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the blade breaker? Former
will
of
be
the
in
Knights of
break. We're
Seros,
eating.
oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything? How curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating indeed.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers Academy at Garrett-Mach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Club. Well, here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now, I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's.
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself. Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well,
You didn't even know anything. New history. Why would you?
A wise choice. Though the Empire has fallen from its former glory, the other regions are merely offshoots that pale in comparison.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
my, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique.
Right?
Yes, I thought the same.
I am so sleepy. Baby sleeping.
Right? Go to sleep. No one needs you. No one wants you.
Part 1. White clouds. Great tree moon. 3 houses.
Here we go.
The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodland, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodland, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodland and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
That's simple. Just need a screwdriver. It looks good. From my point of perspective,
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough. There it is. Garrick Mock Monastery.
They're walking. Bill, let's spend the next couple minutes complaining about what. Oh, it's like a graveyard. So that's the only thing I can come up with. I'm probably entirely wrong. Okay. Every place needs to look at. Yeah, it's just looks like I did a cabin. Hey, attention. Pendants. Wow.
Ray is here.
Then what? Hi.
I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
Sorry, I keep everyone go watch it on the is amazing. No, it's not. It's not. We don't have any
It's been
sponsors.
years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now.
What is this? You've been here before? I'm sorry, what can I do?
I've never spoken of this to you before, but many years ago, I was a knight here,
Oh, that changes a lot.
reported to the Archbishop,
Probably it's
Lady
someone-
Rhea. As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, General. My name is Setic. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
I'm not turning on AC, so
It has been a long time, Jerry. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place. Wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your
my name is
name? A fine name from the bottom of my heart. I thank you for
this
saving
is hilarious.
this academy.
I'm
Jeremy, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
So I have books at this point.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
I have a lot of work to do. As a person,
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently, that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No, I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Okay, but where's the enemy? Let's find it.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
That's what I'm
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know. I am Henry, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
What's this?
Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Middle Frank Opera Company is beautiful, peerless.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter. Now, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's three houses. I expect you haven't yet been a major of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of three houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He used to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next emperor, king, and sovereign duke are all here. Certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
What? For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research lab.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Ray will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our
I'll let you
esteemed
know I'm
academy?
less than a child.
I have made my decision, said it. I know worrying comes naturally to me. There's truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too helpful. How trustworthy is this Gerald character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flame is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Said it. They have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received the report from Julia. I am increasingly concerned about regarding our suspicious signature. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will in the church, especially if they are frequenting their club.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my
Give me
investigation.
your magnifying glass.
Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
I like to die. Yeah, I mean, that's a bit. Yeah. So, Charlie is the game. Maybe later again, but still not in the game. Wait, what do you mean later in the game? Later in the game? Oh yeah. it up there? Oh, that's beautiful. Great job there. Whoa, he's dark. Falling asleep. Staring, searching. Hiding. Go, Amy. On. Injection. Staring. Wearing. Staring. Fighting. More fighting. So much fighting. Sweating. Staring. Yeah, hi. Hi. Excuse me? Am I locked in here? Is that what this is now? Are you locked in here until I talk to you or something? I talk to everyone. Every last person.
Ha! I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here. Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up bandits. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before.
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
I would do that. I was locked in the freaking room. Such a man.
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the offices. Correct? To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with it. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, may I ask a favor of you?
Yes. Goodbye. Oh my god, cool. Imagine you could tell that there's not you talking. Ash is the best, totally on purpose. Lynn talked, seemed like back Lawrence is true. Okay.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Prespa. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagle. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles? Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant, arrogant even. But there's little to be done. One day I must rise. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have.
Ask again.
Me? What else?
So she likes sword axes, flags, and Hubert.
Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
He looks really good. Are you sure?
For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Dugai, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is perhaps too pleasing. He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him.
So that's
If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to
because
speak
he
of,
likes reading.
I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire.
If unit wait, no, go back to wait.
He's remarkable. If he had
If unit takes the electric wait, wow. The name is so realistic. Oh, and Ireland
me, what else?
multiplies experience increased by 1.2. And
So, I know I am the principal. I hope you've had a chance to meet Hubert. You may
grants M2 plus 5 damage. So you have damage.
for some his house. He's the second son of Dr. Hercules. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care,
I do suppose that the native avoidance.
she's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she's shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave. But don't worry, I'll make sure she finds her way to court.
So it's a very complex. So it's a very good
So I am no wonder. I hope you had a chance to.
Dorothea.
Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House. But Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
I have no idea.
To the west of Fogland is an archipelago called Bridget. Petra is the granddaughter of their king. Bridget is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
Greetings. You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
What do you think? The Golden Deer House is for students of the Lesser Alliance. Our house leader is heir to the Alliance's leadership, House Regan. We have plenty of other prominent nobles as well.
Oh my god. Okay. Who's the lesson already? Spotted a lot of people.
Ah, you must be the renowned mercenary who rescued Claude. Honestly, you should not have troubled yourself over the likes of him.
Wow.
My name is Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. You will want to remember it.
Let me write that down. Help me.
So you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are? It's such an honor to meet you. Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lysithia von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
Oh my god.
Hey, are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you. I'm Hilda Valentine Gonaville, and her name is Marianne von Edmund. Are you joining the Knights of Saros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you.
Are you someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
Raphael, that's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leone Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael. Who are you again? Thank you. Well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude Von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone? Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, pretty curious about you as well. But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little.
Shakespeare's and books, got it. Oh, here's a
He's
gift.
the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man. That said, deep down, he's really devoted and honest. Oh, I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again. He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life. Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and actually, that's just about it. He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents.
Oh, that makes sense.
Lysithia is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here. But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know? Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter. That's pretty much all I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak. Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddled her quite a bit. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess. Leonie enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter. She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
Okay. This classroom belongs to the Blue Lion House. Our house leader is Prince Dimitri. All of us here hail from the Holy Kingdom of Vargas.
Hi there. You must be the one everyone's talking about. I'm Ash. Great to meet you. This here is Bidou. He serves Prince Dimitri.
I have heard that you rescued His Highness. Words cannot express my gratitude. Should you ever require my strength, please know that I will. Hey there, are you the mercenary who saved His Highness? It's an honor to meet you. I'm Sylvain Jose Gautier. Feel free to say hi whenever you like.
And who's this? You don't look familiar at all. Do you work here at the monastery? Oh, mercy. Do you think this is that mercenary people have been talking about? Now that I think about it, that does sound like something Dimitri may have said. I suppose you'll be enrolling at the Officers Academy too, then? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mercedes, and this is my best friend. I'm Annette. It's nice to meet you. I have heard all about what you did from Prince Dimitri. As a citizen of Fargus, I thank you.
He also said you're quite skilled, and he doesn't just say things like that. I look forward to sparring with you and beating you.
Felix, must you always speak of fighting right away? Oh, and, you may call me Ingrid. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Okay.
Hey! This is the classroom of our house leader is Princess Edelgard. There are many other noble. This is the classroom of the Black Eagle, which is for students.
Huh? What? I don't talk to strangers.
Bernadetta, this is no stranger. Our house leader owes this person a great debt.
Is that not right? I am Ferdinand von Eyre, legitimate son of the Eyre family. Eyre's foremost house. Are you going to join our class? I look forward to getting better acquainted with you.
Well, aren't you just lovely? Is this your first time in the monastery? Shall I show you around? Oh, my name is Dorothea. Before I joined the academy, I was a member of an opera company. You should hear me sing sometime.
Is it true that you saved Edelgard? That's incredible. The name's Caspar, by the way. Pleased to meet you. Linhard, goodbye. Yeesh, Linhard. How'd you get into the academy with those manners? So, are you a student here too? Maybe we'll be in the same class.
Greetings.
I am Hubert, a humble servant of Lady Edelgard. I heard you came to the aid of Her Highness. You have my most sincere thanks. This is Petra. She has come all the way from Brigid to study in the Empire. Back on her archipelago, she is actually a princess. In Fodlan terms, she would be called heir to the throne.
Oh, I am called Petra. I am pleased to be meeting with. No. I am pleased to have met you.
Do you want? I am Euritha. I teach here weapon instruction. These are the training grounds. Goodbye. Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dmitri Alexandrov Lathan, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention? Me? Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think? I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped. Dedu was born in Dusker and has been loyally working in my service for the past 4 years. He's rather taciturn. Once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind and good-natured young man. Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius. He has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you. Deep down, he's a good guy. He gravitates toward people who are skilled.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Perhaps you would enjoy a friendly competition with him sometime.
I'm sure.
He's the adoptive son of Lord Lenato of Castle Gaspar, but I hear he was born a commoner. He has an extremely earnest personality, so I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm. Sylvain is the heir to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said, well, he's always been a bit of a skirt chaser, so to speak. Pardon my bluntness. I speak with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help. I hear she was born to imperial nobility, but a twist of fate brought her to
Did I just say that? Did I just say that? Did I just say it? Did I just? I mean, I do think my car was missing. Mercedes Benz. No, Mercedes Benz. I should go look it up. I should go find Mercedes Benz. I should Mercedes. I will look it up for you. No, we're going class. Mercedes Benz.
She may seem carefree on the surface, but she's actually a kind soul who pays careful attention to everyone around her.
I appreciate
Please explain the life of anything you're investigating.
No one cares.
Annette is
Hello, night game. Sorry to notice you until just now.
who scored extremely high marks
Just
in
like
Imperial
Berkeley
Sword and
House
Sorcery.
is
She's cheerful and
being
hardworking.
stupid and
Brilliant, really. Though she
very
can be a
stupid.
bit oblivious.
I believe it.
Here she
very
caused an
stupid.
explosion in the kitchen last night.
What happened? Oh, really?
Count Galatia's daughter. She is also a childhood friend of Felix, Sylvain, and myself. She is diligent, industrious, and principled. In truth, she is more knightly than most knights you will ever meet.
So I need to talk to more people now. You know what I'm saying? How do you go to Rio? Or I guess she's like in our. I don't have much Oh god. Show it. Show it. Said we have found ourselves phones. We have found the house is so holy. Mercedes Benz. What? Oops.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
The black eagles, the blue lions, and the golden deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Not Hubert. Not Hubert. What do we like? Not Lorenz. And I actually kind of like the Black Eagles because a lot of them are so like I guess it's stinky for everyone. I'm like big Mercedes Benz. Why? Mercedes. I actually not lean towards going there. One plot to Lorenz.
So you have chosen the Black Eagles led by Edelgard, correct?
I guess we're going with Edelgard.
Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
Okay, you see, like people talking, you all get and say, hey, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. You're in the middle of a conversation. You're the one all the way past you, and you didn't take the time to consider that we might have been talking. It's a large group.
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our
Oh my
newest
God!
professor.
Oh no! A new addition to the Officers Academy. I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
I didn't even understand.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the three houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint.
Okay, this fighting is.
Wait, so our new professor is you? I didn't see that one coming.
Easy, Caspar. Aren't you being a bit rude?
You know it's a waste of time to expect politeness from him. It will be a pleasure learning from you, Professor. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to take a nap.
Don't look at me like that. Oh, and please don't talk to me too much either. I'm sorry for the chaos you've walked into.
I hear we are rather close in age, Professor. I hope you do not mind if we treat you like one of us. In our class, we try to treat each other as equals, despite any differences in age or status. Personally, I would love to include you in that inner circle.
You have a gut, Professor. I will take great joy from you.
Just capture that. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I believe you mean to say that our professor has guts. That's a bit different. You can't go around saying someone
No regrets for
and
choosing this house.
attractive have a gut. Oh, please take my apologies. I have not yet mastered this language.
No
Professor,
problem.
I want you to know that it's perfectly acceptable for you to treat me as you do the others. I may be the
I wasn't
imperial,
planning on anything else.
but here at the academy, I'm just another student.
What is the work? Clean the
That
or something.
said, know that I have high expectations and high hopes. But I'm certain you can make the Black Eagle House to great.
Oh, sure.
Guys, with the training session. I want to see our new teacher in action.
Why will the ice be broken? Is this a custom I have missed in my studies?
Not real ice, just the ice of, well, it just means let's get to know each other.
I don't want to train. Let's stay in the classroom and learn from a book. Let's all calm down and have a nice cup of tea. Doesn't that sound lovely, Professor?
I know we always treat each other as equals, but there is a limit to what I can tolerate. The esteemed Black Eagle House requires order.
This guy really must think highly of himself. Oh god.
Looks like your first job will be to quiet down this racket. I don't envy you.
I'm not normally this rowdy.
I mean, shut up. Oh my god.
I do hope you can manage, Professor.
No, it's also really entertaining to see everybody argue. No, please, guys, argue. Argue so much. Finally. Oh. Alright. It's an exclamation mark.
Say, what while you're here,
No.
I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether how you don't know about crests. Well, allow me to tell you everything. Crests are a fascinating topic. But before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must, they are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal. I suspect as much, yes, but we won't know for sure, as I said. Crests are, however, just because someone carries a crest, only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest. That is how a crest usually presents itself. Yes, of course. Now, please go ahead and... What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out there that even I am... Pardon I have more research to do in regard to... What could this line here be indicating? What in the world? Oh!
Why is that not mentioning my name yet? Somebody mentioned my name. How will we pronounce it?
With each mood, professors of the offices take notes the days on which events and missions. Pay careful attention to your schedule.
Alright, guys. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Me. Thank you so much for watching me right here. Thanks so much for watching this video. We really hope you enjoyed it. You're really stupid. You should go check out Jacob's channel. Whatever your channel is. You have 2 channels. Yeah, are we gonna shoot that channel right now? Yeah, sure. Okay. So thank you for watching. Thank you for watching.